Hello everyone, welcome to my next episode. In the last episode, we got some special arrows from the Queen of Fairies. And also, did a side quest in Windfall that got us an extra bottle, but you're gonna notice something very odd. My eagle-eyed viewers, you're gonna notice that my heart count looks off, my ruby count looks off. You may be wondering what's going on. Well, my dear viewers, I will explain this all. You see, I recorded this episode already in my main profile. And at the end of that episode, I checked the video and it didn't record because my recording software decided to be an asshole and record complete and utter darkness. So, what you're seeing right here, imagine if you just saw a black void throughout an entire about roughly 20 to 25 minute video with nothing but my audio, of my commentary and the game audio. Yeah, you can imagine how unfun that would be to watch. So I had to replay so much on another file to get up to this point, while skipping the majority of the side quests. So yeah. So I won't be taking any pictures or anything in this episode, but in the next episode, we will return back to normalcy. Now here we are going to this volcano, which I absolutely love, because just look how gorgeous it looks at night. Oh my god, I love this island at night. I believe this island is called, I think it's called Volcanic Island. I already got its map. I will still get the map pieces of any squares we go to that I hadn't gotten a map of in the main project. But yeah, what you need to do, you need to shoot your newly acquired ice arrows into that to freeze the lava and shut it all down so the volcano goes inactive and you can be able to get inside of it. Now you have about 5 minutes to climb to the top of this place and get inside of it, which is honestly plenty of time. Also, you're gonna get this bird that wants to attack you. I love freezing them because look, cold turkey and... How? You're supposed to shatter. How did you survive that? How did he survive? If a flying enemy hits the ground when they're frozen, they're supposed to automatically shatter. Wait, I think this is the wrong way. Yeah, it's sort of a bit of a maze climbing up the volcano. And I want to get rid of it because it's going to become a problem when I try to shimmy around here. Gabe? Are you serious? Okay, it's not gonna bother me whatsoever. And watch, as soon as I'm doing this, it's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be an asshole now. Just be careful when you let go here, because if you're holding the stick, you might walk off the edge. There you go, freeze. And you saw him shatter. Now let's get in here into the volcano. Now, the time limit still carries on while you are in here, so that's another reason you have to be quick. And I believe if the time limit runs out while you're in here, you are automatically kicked out. You need to kill these guys, and I think some of the keys that will make this chest spawn. And inside this chest, you get the power bracelets. Both arms are now stronger than ever. Press A to grab and lift objects. And this will open the way out for you. So you see these stone faces? Well, Link can pick them up And he has the strength of 100 Links. Look how adorable he is as he holds this rock. He looks honestly very adorable. But yeah, now we can actually lift these things, and pretty much any object that Link could not be able to lift before, he can now be able to lift. Oh, by the way, make sure you take a photo of those fire bats, because the fire keys, I believe, do count as a separate figure. Now, my question is, where's my boat? There it is. As I break my legs. You want to be cold turkey? There you go. Now there's two things we can do. First off, there is something on this square that I need to look for. And I primarily want to look for seagulls because there is a big octo on this square somewhere. I remember I had trouble there it is. I remember having trouble finding it in the original recording. Now to show, you can use the bow to fight the octo. It says it takes 2 arrows to kill each of its eyes. I forget if magic arrows. Okay, so the damage is the same no matter what. So you're better off using the cannon, but at least you have another means of fighting the giant octos if you run out of cannonballs. And honestly, the arrows are a bit faster than the boomerang. So the arrows can be a good fallback point if you run out of ammo. Come on, hit the goddamn eye. There you go. And it dies. Watch it sink into the bottom of the ocean. Hopefully Hyrule will be eating well tonight. But anyway, let's go and see what is that it dropped. This giant ass octo will be giving us an orange rupee, which is worth 100. Now, do you have cannons? Yes, you do. One thing I was actually told about from my friend is that the cannons on the towers actually do count as separate enemies. And they may sometimes may need to be destroyed in order to get a chest to spawn on the towers. I forget if they count towards a figure. I'll definitely do that in my main profile to see if they do in the following episode if I ever run into them. But yeah, but apparently these cannons for the towers do count as enemies. As we can see, it does spawn a chest. So yeah, I completely forgot that those cannons count as separate enemies. I thought they were just there as more as a hazard than anything else. I know there's, I think, certain islands where you are required to destroy the cannons. But I didn't realize that counted for the towers as well. So yeah, so there may have been a few towers throughout the Great Sea. I might have forgot to missed their treasure. So I don't know if I'll do those off screen or what, but why is he spitting? Anyway, it gets shattered. And was there a chest up here I never got? So you hold a golden feather. What do you hold? A yellow rupee. I'll probably come back here off screen on my main profile to collect the chests here. But yeah, I'm gonna have to try and remember what towers I have been to before that had cannons on them and look for their chests. Anyway, we're gonna be setting back the sail, and over here we can see, because apparently, according to my friend, one of these towers had a treasure chart that apparently I missed. because I didn't destroy the cannons. Anyway, here we can see a shell off into the distance. So you know what that means. Alright, I might as well check this set of towers too. Right, so you don't have cannons on ya, but this one does. Cause yeah, if these have anything of significance, then yeah, I'm gonna have to remember to get this off screen. But yeah, I forgot that these cannons counted as enemies. I thought they were more so hazards than anything else. Kind of like the BMOS in this game, where the BMOS count more so as hazards than actual enemies. Alright, you dropped a chest, so let's see what you got. Ba-ba-da. Link, get on the ladder. And then we'll go over to the Great Fairy Island. Alright, you hold a golden feather. Alright, which way is the wind blowing? It is blowing against me. Blow it towards the tower and take flight. Now, time to kill everyone on this tower. I managed to send him into the ocean with my attack. Oh, he just fell off like a dumbass. You hold a Bokobaba seed. Alright, right, where's my boat? Oh, right, it's by the other towers. Yeah. Yep. I wish there was like a command for the boat to call it to you. Instead of having to swim and risk drowning. So let's set sail at full speed. Let's go get the map fish of this square. So what do you have to tell us? And as you can see, I was so focused on catching back up, I didn't even bother filling in the map in this profile, in this save file. Tell me, small fry, do you have any of those golden feathers? I hear those things are all the rage with Ruto ladies on Dragon Roost Island. These days, they just go gaga over them. But the thing is, the only way to get a golden feather is to defeat one of those bird monsters, or so they say. Yep, Ruto men who have girlfriends, sure, or have tough lives. Sure, I actually misread that. Sure has tough lots in life, I tell you. So that tells you about a side quest you can use with the golden feathers. And I thought I saw a light in the ocean. Anyway, here we're at the Great Fairies up next island. Now, you need the Skull Hammer to get this particular upgrade. We'll see what's in the mailbox in a bit. Let's bring these pigs down. That will get rid of the plants. And allow us entry. Now a little tip I can give, if you're having trouble taking pictures of the standard ass fairies, because the fairies in here stay still until you approach, you can actually zoom your camera in and get them. But this great fairy, what she will give us... I also love that the braces visually appear on Link's model. She will give us a quiver, so we can now carry up to 60 arrows wherever we go. So yeah, despite you getting the bow in the Tower of the Gods, you cannot get the arrow upgrades until after Forsaken Fortress once you've gotten the Skull Hammer. But yeah, I do like the detail that the braces appear on Link's model. You can see them at the end of his on his hands at the end of his sleeves. I forget if they actually physically appeared in the original. So here's a letter. I read this letter in the episode that I had to scrap. How you been, big brother? I'm here on the pirate ship writing you this letter. Isn't that neat? At first I was really scared, but they are all actually nice. For pirates, I mean. Mr. Gonzo is a really big guy, but ever since Miss Tetra left, he's been crying like a baby. It's kind of funny, but sort of sad too. Negil is a little strange, but nice too. And as for Seza, his beard makes him look pretty mean, but he tells really cool stories when he gets in the right mood. Seiko's kind of weird, and Mako is pretty quiet. Mako immediately gets mad whenever I try to take his glasses, so I do that a lot. As for Nico, he is always fooling around. He won't take anything seriously. Actually, he seems sad not to have you around anymore. Were you guys good friends? I helped them all out with their chores, and they actually paid me a little for it. So I'm sending the money to you. Please use it, big brother. I'll loan you my telescope for a little longer, but you have to return it to me eventually, okay? I'm doing fine here, so don't you worry. I'll take care of myself. So you be sure to take good care of yourself. Good luck. I will. So she will give us 20 rupees. And as this boat takes aim at us, let's get in our boat. And we want to play the Ballad of the Gales. And I want to go to where Great Fish is. Now we want to sail past Great Fish Island and behind it, because if I remember correctly, there should be another Great Fairy off in that direction. As a matter of fact, we can see her house from here. So let's set sail there. Yep. Is that the Tower of the Gods all the way back there? I think it is. I'm pretty sure you can see the tower from pretty much anywhere. Alright, we got another tower platform, and I see the fish. And also, I think the divers are here as well. So we'll do the fish, check the tower, and then check the divers, then the house. Actually, no. The tower is actually closer. So we'll do the tower. Open fire! Apparently I didn't hit that cannon. I took out all its cannons. Put that away. Get out of the boat. Let's climb up and kill the enemies up in the top. Come on, Link. Please climb the ladder. You got a bunch of bokoblins. Oh, I was really hoping you would fall off. Link, why are you not spinning attack? There you go. Okay, I kind of hope he would have fly kicked off into his doom. Alright, in this chest is a skull necklace and no new chest spawned. Alright, let's go meet with the divers, because if I remember they had some pretty interesting dialogue. Where are they? I know I saw... There they are. Yeah! Mighty fine boat you got there, bub. Oh, wait, this is my first time ever speaking to them. I just realized this. Was that a star shower I just saw? Yeah, I completely forgot this is my first time speaking to them. If I can get it to repeat in the main profile, basically, they mentioned that they're looking for the golden turnip forks. So, yeah, they're looking for the Triforce pieces. I'll try and see if I can get him to repeat this dialogue in the main game. At least in my main file. But yeah, I forgot they won't say that because this is technically my first time speaking to them. I throw out the bait here. So what do you have to say on this square, fish? Western Fairy Island. I heard the bird people who live on Dragon Roost Isle, east of here, has invented an incredibly useful device they call a grappling hook. No lie, Fry. I hear you can throw that thing at monsters and use it to grab treasure they have hidden in their pockets. Talk about cool. Oh, and if you haven't seen those imp-like creatures, it's called bokoblins. That hang out on the lookout platforms and see and stare through their telescopes. I hear these guys keep joy pendants hidden in their pocket, so if you get one of those grappling hooks, you can use it to swipe their pendants. So yeah, this particular map fish is the one that tells you about that feature of your grappling hook. That if you use it on enemies, you will steal their drops. Pretty much allowing you to guarantee getting their drops. Alright, so this fairy island only has one peg compared to the other one. We'll get rid of the fire and then we'll go in and do our usual spiel with the Great Fairy. Ooh, pretty fairy! Pretty girl! She has 4 arms! Pretty flower! Pretty rose petals! Now I can kill people! Bye-bye! And with that, we will end the episode here. So in the next episode, we will go back to the other reality where that Link is much more decked out. And we will continue our journey. If you enjoyed this episode, do like the videos, it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts this episode. And share the video so that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I'll see you all next time. Later.